For me, this is what I like to add about working here. It's my first opportunity in the aviation industry, and I'm very thankful for iAero Group to give me that opportunity to progress forward with my career choice. To me, this isn't just a job. This is where I want to start my career. This is what I want to do. So I'm very thankful that iAero Group has given me the opportunity, and iAero Thrust to give me the opportunity to start.
Well, in aviation, there's many different divisions. You can go into an operational perspective, management perspective, maintenance, and the world is yours, you know? So it's just different bases of, you could be a dispatcher, you could be a flight coordinator, you could be a pilot, you could be a flight attendant, a mechanic, and so forth. Many different areas in aviation that, you know, you can just explore in. I would like to manage a fleet of 5 to 7 aircraft.
The most I like about working here is right now we have so many changes, and it gives so many opportunities, and it also like a process where you can grow the most at this moment when it's happening. So like I'm not. You know, when you come to the well-established company, everything is very, you know, rigid. And here, everything is changing very fast right now, and that gives a lot of possibility to grow, to learn, and to see how it's changing. That's just, as a fact, that's a huge advantage and possibility.
I got started in this company 4 years ago. I started with no experience. And I worked as a stock clerk when I first started, and I started building my way up. I was with my boss at the moment. He was my mentor. And I started with the shipping and receiving parts. And to this day, I'm here now as a supervisor.
I started first just scanning, doing records. Then I was learning how to do the calibration tooling, helping out with technical publications. Then I started doing some purchasing. They got me into repairs. I got pretty well at that, so I managed the subcontracts, outside repairs. I learned how to do sales. What else? So from that transition of doing pretty much just everything in the office, I started doing inspection, and now I'm the lead inspector. So it's been good. I've learned a lot.
Well, I would like to go back to school and finish getting my, at least finish my associate's degree and get into that. There's always, you never stop learning. And get into management and go in that direction and hopefully oversee this place one day.
It's that I see iAero and iAero Group as an opportunity to grow and, you know, get more experience for the real world in case that I don't know, you never know, like in the future I have my own company or everything. I see that it's an excitement for me to have an opportunity to learn every single day. Well, I started 3 years ago as a part mover, so I didn't know anything about aviation. So I just started like, you know, the inventory, doing like a summer job. Then I see that to have an opportunity to grow here, I need to learn the engines. So I try to memorize the engines, the parts, the processes, everything related to JTA at that moment. We were introducing at the beginning CFM-3. And so I learned the engine. Then after that, I became a coordinator, which means it's like we prepare the engine on the system to be actually built. So I learned the engine, I learned the modules, I learned the processes. Then I see like, okay, and now that I know the engine, what else can I do to improve myself? And you know, so I learned the system, the quantum system that we use here. And well, I became an expert. I had every time that it was a training, I was like, I want to sign up because I see that's the future, and for iAero, that was my future. So I learned that. Then numbers are kind of easy to me. So the financial thing for me, it's really simple. Now that I have to know the processes, the parts, and all the other stuff, I like it.
I started off cleaning, so I kind of built my way up. Sat with somebody that taught me everything I knew, and I had to eat with him. I had to hang out with him the whole time so he can teach me in his own personal time what I do now. So I guess if you apply yourself, if you pay attention, and if you want to do it, I think that's the way to go. 14 years ago, I was cleaning an aircraft. 14 years later, I'm sitting here talking to you guys in a different level.